Hello everyone and welcome to this video. So today we're going to be talking about adjectives in Spanish, and we're going to go through three main things or three main points that are going to help you to understand adjectives and use them well in Spanish. So the first thing we have to get out of the way is what is an adjective. An adjective is a word that modifies a noun. Okay, it modifies, and the word modify means like to alter, to change, to adjust, right? So it modifies that noun in some way. So today we're going to be talking specifically about descriptive adjectives. So you hear that word descriptive, describe. So the way it's modifying the noun is by describing it, okay, giving some more information in a descriptive way. So that's what we're going to be learning about today. Now, when it comes to these 3 points, once we follow them to the T, we'll be able to use adjectives. We'll be able to understand adjectives when they're used in sentences and we're listening and understanding. So let's go right into it. Okay, so the first point in regards to descriptive adjectives is that adjectives in Spanish are structured differently from English in regards to where we place the noun and the adjective. So in English, we usually say phrases like the big house or the intelligent girl. Notice that the adjective is before the word it modifies, the noun. So the word big is the adjective, the word house is a noun. So we're trying to describe that it's not just a house, it is a big house. In Spanish, it works the opposite way. So the noun actually comes first, then the adjective. So I'll place some examples here on the screen, but let's go back to that phrase, big house. In Spanish, we would say casa grande. Casa grande, right? The word casa means house, and the word grande means big. So in this phrase, we're actually saying house big, but in Spanish it makes sense because the order is correct. This is how we usually use descriptive adjectives in Spanish. So please remember, it's noun first, then adjective in Spanish. Casa grande. Okay, so here is the second point. The adjectives in Spanish must match the gender of the noun they're describing. So either male or female. So we know that nouns are important in Spanish and gender in nouns are important in Spanish. So nouns usually have a gender, but adjectives do not have a gender. They're like neutral, but they do take on the form or the gender of the noun that they're going to be modifying or describing. Okay, so for example, if we want to say for a skinny man, for example, we will say hombre flaco. Hombre flaco. If we want to say skinny woman, we'd say mujer flaca. Mujer flaca. So it's a basic example, right? We know that hombre, male or masculine, mujer, female, feminine. And we see the difference in the ending of that adjective. So flaco versus flaca. Now, if you do not understand nouns and gender, you should actually go to another video that I'll link here that will explain about nouns and gender. So you need to at least understand that. So basically, the adjective must match that gender. Okay, it's going to take on that gender for it to be correct in regards to the grammar and syntax of Spanish. Okay, so the third and final point. Adjectives must match in the number with the noun that they're describing. Okay, so adjectives in Spanish are going to do this thing. So what am I talking about? Number as in singular or plural. So there's two states. There's one and more than one, which we call plural. So in English, we actually don't do this. So this is going to be something that you'll have to practice and also remember. In English, we say, going back to the phrase big house, right? When we want to pluralize it, do we say bigs houses? No, we do not. We're only required in English to pluralize the noun itself. In Spanish, it's actually different. So we have to pluralize the noun and And we also have to pluralize the adjective that is going to be describing that noun. So going back, big house, casa grande, which is in the singular. There's one house that is big, right? And then big houses would be casas grandes. Casas grandes. Okay? And we say casas grandes because we put an S on the grande, big, because we also have to pluralize the word big, the adjective, because that's the rule in Spanish. Okay, so with that, I hope that you would have understood the concept of adjectives in Spanish. Let's ask a few questions and see if you can answer them within time. So, our first question is, let's say we want to say green books. Green books. Which one of these options would be the correct option to say green books in Spanish? All right, for our next question, how would we say tall woman in Spanish? Tall woman in Spanish. So hopefully you would have understood those three main points in regards to adjectives in Spanish, specifically descriptive adjectives. We will be putting out another video soon about different types of adjectives that are not descriptive adjectives, and those will be a little bit different. For now, you can check in the description for a link that will have a quiz. It will test you on your understanding of adjectives and the three main points that we learned today.